Being seriously injured and in extreme pain can be very scary, especially when it doesn't stop and has lasted for way beyond you would ever imagine possible, and feels like the people that I've met and read writings from online around the world that have the same spine condition as I have developed from the surgery, as most people who have it have contracted it from spine surgery as well. When the membrane around the spine does not heal properly because of connective tissue situations or whatever reason, it slowly, day by day, year by year, in my case, 20 years later, develops into an ossification, a blockage, basically a tumor or a mass inside the spinal canal that is glued the nerve roots together. So the brain senses that all the nerve roots are being crushed by this scar tissue that is not letting up and just gets built upon and built upon and built upon every time you move your body and inflame it a little more by reaching, sneezing, sitting too long, laying the wrong way, moving the wrong way, getting on and off the toilet, getting in and out of the car, anything. Then the next day it flares up and then experience feeling like today I'm making this video because it is speaking to myself right now. So when I'm talking to myself, I feel that it also could be beneficial to other people too that are going through similar situations or will in their lives. Hopefully not, but perhaps, and can remember what other people are doing and how we're getting through. And I watched a video the other day of this woman who's 44, and she was sort of like pleading to the camera of that like this is her life. This is what it looks like. It's not like her friend saying like, "How are you feeling? Are you getting any better? Did any success with this or that?" And um, there is a certain surrendering that I've had to, besides adaptation to the level of extreme pain. I said in a couple of videos back I wasn't going to talk about the pain, but I'm going to talk about the pain from a different vantage, not from the victim standpoint of, oh my gosh, why is this happening? Woe is me. I can't handle this. Um, I am choosing to keep that narrative to a minimum in my mind and sharing because realistically, what I'm doing is how I've been able to persevere is really what should be highlighted because that is a testament to the spirit of life, the resilience of life, the code of survival in everything that's created to just continue pushing through concrete until the flower can express itself and the seeds can go on and it's done its job. Is a rose proud of itself only when it's in full bloom and fragrant, or is it just the rose in its essence all the way through the life and death cycle as it becomes rich compost or for any other reasons beneficial for the next iteration of a creation or a life to grow from that life that was the rose. So as I am going through deeper and deeper initiations, I definitely feel that the hospital for 1 month was a very deep initiation. However, when I came home, now I'm in Ojai and it's the summer and it's like the worst time to come back to a place that I don't have the system set up in so that it's not easy for me. Like I'm not in a AC condo, modern conveniences with a pool that's maintained by other people and I can just go down and get in and out of it. I am like in survivor mode, like I'm making my own home in an outside uh, enclosure that's like an outdoor kitchen, an outdoor, uh, yesterday I just finished the first stage with help of a newer water therapy thing that I'm going to try and get into. The point is of all this is that I'm still going through hell, not just the hospital, but still afterward as well. And the symptoms and what happened from the surgery in the hospital have presented whole new chapters of insane situations that I have to help my body get through. And it is really requiring a major change of mindset and reframing, which I'm doing for myself because I'm not gonna wallow. I cannot. I am not that. I am a curious, loving, happy, excited person, even when I feel like I'm being crushed by a truck or ripped in half by a tiger. Right now, I'm sitting on my bed, holding myself up with my knuckles, like a gymnast would on a horse, whatever that thing is. And so then I'm not putting pressure on my sit bones and my butt because it hurts so bad. I feel like my leg is broken. Sorry for the TMI. I'm not looking for unsolicited advice about, what kind of diet to go on to fix this. This has been a condition inside the spinal canal that people have known about since the 1800s, and it's very, very challenging. And I appreciate when people say, "Oh, are you doing this? Are you doing that? Are you doing this? Are you doing that?" And I I love the suggestions, but I just want to let you know I'm also really looking into all the things that I can do as well for myself, and I'm not giving up on what can I do to make this situation better. And I'm not a type of person that just wants to cover up the pain with medication or anything like that. I don't take prescription pills. Sometimes I might take an anti-inflammatory, and if I have a flare up, I really need extra stuff besides the turmeric and the black pepper and the cayenne and the castor oil packs and the red light therapy and the PEMF mat and the stretching and comfrey cast and on and on and on and on and on. So many things. Lots of rest and but getting back to the point is that today is really hard. Today and yesterday were have been really, really hard, challenging because something happened. I twisted something and it feels really bad. And you can't tell, right? By my voice. Uh, if this was your first time feeling this pain, you would be screaming in an emergency room, demanding that someone, and I was when I first didn't know what was going on. I was in the emergency room several times saying it feels like someone's sawing off my hip at my hip, my leg at my hip. It feels like someone's hitting me in the back with a sledgehammer. I can't move. I can't sit. I can't do anything. What the heck, you know? Now I see what it is. I understand what's going on, and I'm just pushing through. It makes my voice more intense, and I don't want to let things take away my love for what I've fallen in love with while I've been here, what I have to help myself, the ways that I cope, my romanticization of life and all the delusional ways I think about and being an artist and a mystic and living in between realms and bringing information from here and there and tying it all together to derive deeper meaning for my personal life, which is maybe all we can really rely on at the end of the day, uh, to make some deeper meaning, to help get through, to help sync up with the greater arc of mythology in the human experience. And then after the spirit is done animated in this particular body, when it's like can't handle it anymore, then I will be creating something else, another something somewhere, who knows where and how. But I know that this force within me will not stop after Heather's done. So I'll wrap it up here and wish you the best with whatever you're going through and having to endure. It's insane, some of the things that happen to the body, and then we have to feel it and find ways to work around them, become friends with them, uh, or become integrated somehow and make some sort of a meaning for yourself. Okay, take care.